Well, hello again. So, I had a request from a commenter, and they wanted us to look at the Up and Up from Target wipes, and kind of hard to. Oh, really? Really? So anyway, there's a sensitive skin and fragrance free. They have other ones with all these fragrances. We don't recommend stuff with fragrance because you don't know how your baby's skin's going to react. And a lot of these fragrances are not natural for the most part. So we don't recommend it. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. It's your kid. But nonetheless, we'll get down to it. Our printer broke, so I'm gonna have to read this off of the phone. So there's two different ones. Like I said, there's the Up and Up Sensitive, and then the Up and Up Fragrance Free. They're roughly the same price. They're exactly the same size. I'll try to keep this video as short as I can. So the fragrance free, which is this one, is $12.89, 800 count at 1.6 cents each, which is not too bad. This is the cheaper one of the two. It's still a little bit more expensive than the Parent's Choice. Just to kind of recap, the Parent's Choice is $18.48 with 1,200 count at 1.5 cents. So there's not really a whole lot of difference, but the max that I could find on Target is 800 count. So the wetness on these is a 1. They're actually kind of dry. So just to kind of let you see. So they're kind of dry. These are both the same size. So 6.75 by 7.5. So the softness, she gave it a 5, I gave it a 4. There's really no texture for either one of these. They're basically the same. I really honestly don't understand what the difference is between them except for the price. The value, she gave a 5, I gave a 4, because they are, pretty affordable. Strength, for the price, it's not too bad, but it's not great. She gave it a 1, I gave it a 2. So the strength, you put a little bit of, ease on it, pressure on it, it will come apart. Like our previous videos, the main thing I was always considering is if you pull it out and it rips while you're trying to pull it out, that's a waste of a wipe. And two, if you're trying to clean your baby and your finger goes through it while you're trying to clean out poo, it's not a good thing. So that's why I always consider strength and wetness, to help you clean the baby when they poo, but you don't want it too wet. As I explained in the other videos, everything will be linked down below, because then it could be too cold for them whenever they're like asleep or something, or startle them in general. So but these just aren't wet enough at all, because baby poo does dry, so you need some wetness. If you're not familiar with inches, they'll be in centimeters as well. The square inch will be 51 square inches, so that's the whole surface area, which they're on the kind of in between. They're not terribly small, but they're not huge either. They're kind of like the same as most of them. Our rating for that is a 2 and a 3. Our total score is a 2.8 and a 2.5. So they're actually lower ones, just like our other ones. So, I don't really recommend them. I still recommend the Parent's Choice for cheapness. For what they are, you actually get quite a bit of a value. If you don't really like going to Walmart and stuff, these are an okay choice. But if you do have an Amazon account, we both highly recommend you getting the Amazon wipes. I'll leave a link down below for these wipes, and then our recommended wipes, we'll leave a link down below for those as well. So either way, that's pretty much it for these. They're okay. I don't see really the benefit of them. If you like to go to Target and that's pretty much where you go, then these are the cheaper ones on the side, so you can always go with these. It's not really a bad choice. So the sensitive ones, they're actually a lot better for wetness. She gave it a 5, I gave it a 4. And the softness, 5 and a 4 as well. So they're not too bad. Value, 5 and a 4. So, because the wetter the wipe is, the more value there is to us. Strength though is the same. It's a 1 and a 2, and it's just the same as the other ones. So, I mean, they're not terribly weak, but they aren't strong either. So, and I know some people could say it's unfair to put your finger in, but you got a baby that's kind of fighting with you or whatever, and you barely put any pressure on it, finger goes through. Could be a bad day. Size, they're both the same as I said, so it's 51 square inches. Rating is going to be 2 and a 3, just like the fragrance free. Average score is a 3.6 and a 3.4, so these did score a little bit better. Oh, I didn't tell you the price, I'm sorry. So the sensitive ones are $12.39 versus $12.89. You only get 736, so that makes them 1.7 cents each. Don't really know what else to say about these. I was kind of hoping these would be a pretty decent thing because Amazon Target has pretty good stuff for the most part, but these, for the price and everything, they were kind of underwhelming. They didn't perform as well as I would hope. I know they are cheap, so you can't expect a whole lot, but still the value king so far is the Parent's Choice. Those are the value king as far as getting a lot for cheapness. But after further, using more wipes and looking at everything, the Honest Company, even though they are a little more expensive, they are seriously expensive. They're at 5.7 cents per wipe, but they're big. So and they're strong, they're wet, they're everything that you pretty much want in a wipe. You want a big wipe, so you just use one wipe, fold over wipe. After using these for a while, I kind of am seeing that we're using less wipes with it versus, say, the Amazon, which they're just as good, but since they're smaller and everything, you probably use, say, maybe 3 wipes versus 3 to 4 wipes versus 2 to 3 with the Honest Company, depending on how much the baby poos. That's the hardest thing to deal with. But the Honest Company, if you're using less wipes versus the other one, it kind of equals out to the same. So on the Amazon ones, if you use 4 wipes versus 2, you're basically spending the same amount of money per se. The Amazon ones are 2.5 cents each, so that would be 5 cents, so that'd be 10 cents, and the other one would be roughly like 11 cents or 12 cents for one little wiping session. So you're looking at basically the same amount. Like I said, I recommend it. If you can find Honest Company wipes on sale, get them, because they are worth it. They really are worth it for what you get. You just don't get a whole lot. So if you can find them, use them only to wipe your baby when they poo, and then all the other wipes you can use to wipe down everything else, like around the house and all that. But remember, wipes are not a disinfectant. Don't buy these to disinfect. Buy disinfecting wipes. Disinfecting wipes have a special thing. With everything that's going on, We're looking at, well, not really me, looking at making some videos on how to deal with the shortage of everything and save some money along the way so that you don't have to worry about the shortage, because a lot of people are using things that really you don't need, like hoarding a lot of toilet paper. That's a different subject. Paper towels, stuff like that. There's other ways to get around it. And this is just our opinion. So hopefully pretty soon I can make some of those videos. It's going to be a little bit difficult. I started working and stuff. Been working a lot of hours, so I'm trying to do everything in between. So anyway, enough of my ranting. If you like this video, like it, because we will do more stuff like this. I think we're gonna have like a little series here and there of what's the difference. I think it's actually a kind of a cool concept. If you think it is, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe so you can get more stuff like this. Remember to ring that bell, because I don't have a schedule just yet. It's going to be a little difficult with working and having our little girl, since I do a lot of the video editing and stuff, so everything's kind of on me when it comes to stuff like this. So just bear with us, please. And like I said, comment down below if you have any questions. All the links will be down below. And do what inspires you. Thanks.